This is the Blurring Out with Eric Blair show, and we're here at the 2013 NAMM with Vicki Peterson of the Bangles.
Right. Hey, Eric. How's it going?
It's going awesome. Now, tell me, I mean, the whole thing with Daisy Rock guitars, which you're very associated with,
Absolutely.
is empowering women.
It is.
How
That's
do
the
you?
whole theme.
But how do you see it empowering women?
Empowering women from a very early age. I see Daisy Rock as it's a candy store, and any 8-year-old girl who walks in here and sees these guitars is completely transfixed. And we want to start there, because you pick up one of these guitars, and especially if you're young, they are so much more playable than other guitars, and it's just a way to make it fun and accessible to young girls. And then you take it from there, you know. And there's a lot of guitars that Daisy Rock makes that are on a professional level, you know, that are great guitars. We have a Bangles model that is, you know, I play it every night on stage, and it's just great. And so what draws me to Daisy Rock is their philosophy, which is really that more girls, guitars. More girls in the hands and guitars together. That's what we want to have happen.
Now, do you think that the Daisy Rock guitar would have been portable enough for you to take to all those sleepovers and beach?
Absolutely. I could see me, well, not the butterfly, because I don't like butterflies. I think they're evil. But any other guitar I would have taken to a sleepover. And that's what I did, too. So, yeah, absolutely. These are perfect for that.
Now, tell me, what's going on with the Bangles right now?
Well, let's see, 2013, it's probably a little bit of a lapse year for us, because we did a new record in late 2011 and toured a bit in 2012. This year we're sort of doing different projects. I'm doing a couple of different solo projects, and just having fun and being creative, writing various things. I'm writing a screenplay, I'm writing, you know, it's just kind of a wide open, I mean, it's 2013, anything could happen. So it's one of those years. But definitely we are together, and we're still writing music, and it's all happening.
For you, what is the best part about being in the Bangles still after all these years?
After all these years, I mean, it's been most of my adulthood has been identified with the Bangles, and obviously my sister, and then Susanna is like one of my other sisters in a way. We're very strongly connected, and even if we don't work together or see each other for weeks on end, you know, it's just this very strong connection that binds us, and it's a club, you know. We're in a club.
Are you girls who lunch?
We have been known to lunch on occasion.
and because I mean when I think of your lifestyle, I would think that it's somewhat glamorous. Would you agree?
Glamorous? Well, no. If you saw me scrubbing out the bathroom yesterday, you wouldn't think so. No. No, actually, I live kind of a rural lifestyle, and
Really?
then I have multiple personalities. That is true.
Tell me about this solo album that you're working on.
Well, I just got back from a songwriters festival in Florida, and that was really inspiring. Met a lot of great writers, and my husband, John Cowsill, and I have been talking for a long time about working together, and we just started doing that, learning some songs, and we did our first co-write together, and so now we're like, okay, we have to do this. So I think he and I will probably be doing a record, and then I have the Psycho Sisters coming out later in 2013, and that's with my sister-in-law, Susan Cowsill.
Now, you were in another band with Susan Cowsill
right.
back in 94, 95.
All the 90s.
And I
pretty
saw
much.
you play at the Club Lingerie a number of times.
Yes, we did. We came to LA, not often, because we were based out of New Orleans. So, but
I was very fortunate.
We did make it. You were. It was fun. That was one of the most satisfying musical experiences of my life.
Well, that was one of the most satisfying musical experiences of my life, too, because I was having a blast in 94, 95.
Wow, good for you.
That was a good year.
Me too. I know.
Yeah.
Me too.
Now tell me about your album. Like, what do you think it's going to sound like? Is it reminiscent of the Bangles? The Birds?
I don't know. I think it's going to be probably folk rocky, and my husband and I sing well together, so there'll be a lot of two-part harmony. You know, sort of. I mean, you got a Cowsill and a Bangle together. You can't. You know, you got to have harmonies.
Do you have a mission statement or some kind of message you want to transfer in your songs?
No.
No. It's just fun.
It's just fun. I just write. You know, I write what comes. I write stories. Basically, I'm realizing that that's really what I do. I write short stories, and I put them to music.
So now you're married. How long have you been married for?
Almost 10 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
I know. Considering I've known him since '78.
That long? Wow.
Took him a while to figure it out.
Did you have children?
I share children with him. I'm a wicked stepmother.
And how satisfying is it?
It's incredible. It's like the best. I'm so gifted and lucky. I am a lucky person. I have a beautiful daughter who's a dancer in New York City. I have a beautiful son who's a 6'1", gorgeous bass player walking somewhere here in NAMM, having a blast.
You guys, when everything came out, I believe in '89, was it? Mm-hmm. And that album, you had a rock song on there that was very reminiscent of Led Zeppelin.
Oh, you're thinking of Watching the Sky?
Oh my gosh, that song was so awesome.
We ripped that drum beat off from Kashmir.
But your guitar playing on there, that's you.
Yes, that is me. That is me. That was fun.
It's pretty ripping.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was the drop D, the yieldy drop D, make it sound rock.
Now,
that was fun.
Could you see yourself doing a rock record where it's just you with like a heavy rock band behind you?
Yeah, I do like the rock, I have to say. So, yeah, absolutely. What I'm enjoying now is the singer-songwriter thing because I don't have to scream over a drum kit, and I'm kind of enjoying that for a novelty. But I love to plug in and turn up. So, yeah.
Okay. Lastly. What do you think was one of your greatest highlights being in the Bangles?
Oh my gosh, there were so many. I think actually meeting some of our idols and or the people we idolized, and meeting them on the level of peers, like people like Paul Simon, Paul McCartney, Elvis Costello, and then actually performing with them or performing with Elvis is, he's always such a gentleman and such an amazing musician. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, the fact that you met Paul McCartney is off the chain.
Yeah.
The Paisley Underground. Mm-hmm. Just tell me what that was like to be a part of that.
Oh, that was the most beautiful community. It was one of those magical things that happen in space and time that doesn't happen often, and it was just this collection of people who all were inspired by music of the 60s, and it was sort of anachronistic at the time because nobody else was doing that. And so when we met people like the guys in the Dream Syndicate and the 3 O'Clock and Long Riders and Green on Red, and just all really good friends, and they still are to this day, which is just sweet. It was a magic moment.
You knew Miles Copeland?
Of course, he managed us. We had to know him.
What was he like?
He's a man of ideas. He's always his brain's always rolling.
Blairing Out with Eric Blair show at NAMM 2013 with Vicki Peterson of the Bangles signing off.
The Blairing Out show.